Of RAM. The following is a complete list of the history of development, understanding, and types of RAM from the very beginning to the most recent. DRAM. DRAM or Dynamic Random Access Memory. Created by the IBM company in 1970, has a speed between 477 MHz to 40 MHz. VPM RAM or Fast Peak Mode RAM. Created in 1987, better known as VPM. VPM itself has a speed between 60 MHz to 66
SDRAM.
MHz.
SDRAM or Sensory Dynamic RAM. In 1996 and 1997 appeared SDRAM PC66. PC66 means this RAM has a speed of 66 MHz. Then came SDRAM PC100, which is used for Pentium 2 computers. In 1999, SDRAM PC123 was launched to the market. SDRAM continues to be upgraded to PC1, 5, and 0. EDRAM or Extended Data Output Dynamic Random Access Memory. The emergence of EDRAM to enhance the previous type of memory, namely FPM DRAM. EDRAM itself is used by computers with Intel 486 processor and also the first generation Intel Pentium. Even though I myself have never felt the ability of this type of computer RAM memory, I have had it. Incidentally, the processor used is Intel Pentium I. Its size is very small, similar to laptop RAM. RDRAM or Ramus RAM, often also called RDRAM or also Ramus memory, is a type of RAM that has a very high speed at the same time. This type of RAM can stream 1 GB of data, quite far when compared to SDRAM. But according to sources I've read, Ramus RAM finally disappeared from the market because the price was too high.
DDR SDRAM. Dual date rate synchronous RAM in two competing companies and AMD and Intel increased the clock speeds of the respective processor. This has an impact on the need for RAM, which can increase the ability of the processor. To solve this problem, DDR SDRAM was created or better known as DDR1 type RAM, generally for Pentium 3 to Pentium 4 processors. DDR2 SDRAM. DDR2 SDRAM, the development continues to the latest steps. This is RAM operating has better speed. DDR2 type RAM is currently studied widely. Calculate a clock for a substitute of 2 GB. It's very difficult to find into market. Although the price is quite expensive, it is even equivalent to. This is RAM is used from Pentium 4 processor to the core generation. This type of RAM requires pulse of power. This SDRAM in made the latest of type of RAM operate, namely DDR3 SDRAM, requires power only. Better capabilities as well as more power efficient make DDR2 RAM far behind, but the price at the time was high enough to make this RAM not upgraded by others. It was only in that this RAM began to be hunted by computer users. For now, the price of DDR3 RAM is much cheaper than DDR2. This RAM is starting to be used on car 2 processor up to car.
Which type of RAM is the most ideal for a PC? Avoid looking for DDR2 RAM type to assemble a computer. I prefer to use DDR3 type RAM. There are certainly plenty of stock on the market, both new and used. For DDR4, it is better to postpone it first. Besides the price, which is still high, other devices that support DDR4 still have a price that is not worth buying. Next is DDR4 SD-RAM. RAM that was released in 2014 but turned out to be only usable in 2050 is the newest type of RAM at this time. For the price, it still is not affordable for ordinary people. Moreover, this RAM is still intended for Intel's top-class processor. What is the ideal RAM for now? So, if you plan to buy a new computer or laptop or even upgrade your computer or laptop, you can simply choose 8 GB of RAM because this RAM is sufficient of multitasking and other computing needs. So, just adjust it to your needs and budget. Also, actually, 4 GB is still quite enough. But to prepare for future application, it is better to use 8 GB RAM or more.